everybody. Welcome back to Vic-A-Thon. This is the fourth installment in this marathon, and today I'm going to talk about The Boy Who Cried Werewolf. The Boy Who Cried Werewolf is basically about a family of three. You have a single father, his daughter Jordan, played by Victoria Justice, who is the main character and the character we relate to mostly. She's not a very popular girl in school, and she's kind of forced to be the woman of the house because her mother died. And for a Nickelodeon film, that's actually pretty dark. I mean, I don't know too many movies from Nickelodeon that took that kind of risk, because it is a movie that's target audience, I would say, is like young teenagers. And I mean, I understand some dark things happen in life, but Nickelodeon predominantly is a kids channel, and I just thought it was a pretty bold move that they had that they took it. Usually they just wouldn't even mention the mother at all. And you have her little brother Hunter, who is like a big horror movie fan. Probably the kid that I could probably relate to most, because he loves horror movies and he loves all that horror stuff, and I love horror movies and all that Halloween stuff. Anyway, they go to this other country. I believe it's Transylvania they go to, because they have an uncle who passed away and left the castle in their name. Now, what he was hiding was that he's actually a werewolf. The whole family is. They got werewolf blood in them from their mother's side. And Victoria Justice, her character steps on a little glass shard and gets lycanthrope blood inside of her, and she starts turning into a werewolf. Now, the werewolf, the effects, like when there's a scene where hair is growing on her legs, and it actually looks quite good, even for TV. But the werewolf design itself, you could tell it's somebody in a costume. I think that was probably the better route to take, because if they had done CG, it would have looked awful, even worse. So, I'm just saying, you could tell it's a low-budget movie, straight to TV. It knew what it was, and I think that's the best aspect of it. You also have the vampires, who are like the big villains. The main vampire is played by Brooke Shields, who does a really convincing job. You can tell she wasn't trying to put 100% into her performance, and that's okay, because it is a straight-to-TV movie. You're not, this movie's not going to be nominated for Oscars or any Academy Awards or anything, but it was entertaining, and as I said in my Victorious review, I feel like the movie is very underrated. It's gotten mostly positive feedback. It has a 69% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes. It's actually a pretty solid movie. I think it's really well acted. For TV sakes, Victoria Justice does a really good job in this movie as this nerdy girl gone slick, I guess badass in some ways. By the end of the movie, she's really slick and a lot cooler than she was in the beginning. In the beginning, she's very shy, she doesn't talk a lot, and she's kind of a nerd. And I can relate to that too, because in high school, I was very shy and nerdy, and I had my number of friends, but I wasn't very popular. So the movie does a great job with relating its main character to its target audience, because I feel like everybody at some point is an outcast at some point in their life. Maybe not all the time. I know there are people that do find a crowd to hang out with, but at one point in everybody's life, they were an outcast. I guess if I had any problems with the movie, I would say the love story between her and this guy she meets at this bakery wasn't really all that into it. I know it was cute at first, and then I felt like at the end of it, when he shows up at her school, I thought that was a little coincidental. It's like, what, he just happens to transfer to the school that she's at? I I don't know. I thought it was very cliche. It's not the worst love story I've ever seen, but it's definitely not the best. I'm gonna give The Boy Who Cried Werewolf an A minus. I know it might be a little high, but the movie knows what it is. It it's a straight to TV movie, and it has some cool special effects for for its budget. And I definitely recommend checking it out if you ever get the chance. This concludes part 4 of 6 in Cujo06241's Vic-A-Thon. Hit me up on Twitter at Cujo06241 if you want to talk more about, TV movies, TV shows, just anything in general. Sports, video games. I'm a very sociable guy. I say that in a lot of my videos, but the truth is the truth. It is what it is. If you like what you see here, you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. As always, guys, have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. This is Cujo06241, signing out.